A lot of people seem to think that trusting Christ as their Lord would be a dangerous thing for them to do. But here's a much more dangerous thing human beings do. We try to use God, of all people. That's what Pharaoh does in Exodus chapter 9. There'd been devastating hail in Egypt, destroying all the crops for the coming year. And suddenly, Pharaoh becomes very interested in prayer. So he calls for Moses, God's representative in Egypt at the time, and he says, "Pray to the Lord for me." Well, notice what Pharaoh wants from God. Not to put right the wrong against God that had led to this disciplinary action. He just wants his crisis managed. He's a user. We can treat God, like emotional support, like stress relief, like a spiritual emergency service. Useful when life catches fire, ignored once things improve again. But the God of the Bible is not a mug. He refuses to become a tool for human self-preservation. Quite right. He's not merely there to reduce our anxiety levels. He's the sovereign Lord who calls people to turn back to him, to trust in him and accept his kingly rule in our lives. I just want to jump in here and mention something to you that we're running this summer. What we find is a lot of people benefit from actually getting to know Jesus better. And one of the best ways to do that is to just get hold of a book like Mark's Gospel, read an eyewitness account from somebody who'd been close to him, and just get to know what sort of tune made his heart beat. Well, we got an offer on. There's a link underneath this video. There's a QR code at the end. Give it a look. It's totally free. See what you think and come back to me about any of it. I'd love to hear from you. Sorry for butting in. Pharaoh wanted God to be useful. He didn't want to live his life with God in any way calling the shots. And it's possible to sit near Christian things for years and years while still relating to God in that same way. Not loving him, not worshipping him, just using him. And the message from Exodus chapter 9 is that is a game for mugs.